Hi all, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how I dry my hair straight with just a blow dryer and a round brush. This method will give you a lot of volume and a lot of movement in your hair. So let's get started. I started filming this 30 minutes after showering so I could get dressed and wear my makeup. My hair was in a cotton towel during that time, so it is damp but not dripping wet. Now I put in some of this detangling cream towards the ends and middle of my hair and run a wide tooth comb through it. Here you can see the natural texture of my hair, which is wavy. It is also really thick, which means it takes a long time to air dry naturally. More often than not, if I don't use a hairdryer and let my hair air dry, since it is dense and thick, the back and crown of my hair stay damp for hours, and if I wash my hair at night, it stays damp till the next morning. I want to stress that this works on hair types that are similar to mine. If you have naturally curly hair like 3 or 4 series, using excessive heat on it would definitely damage it. My hair, on the other hand, is fine with it. Firstly, I roughly dry my hair. I target the roots with the highest heat setting and highest airflow. I bought this hairdryer about 5 to 6 years ago because it appeared smaller in the package and I thought it would be useful for travel, but it's actually quite bulky. All you need your hairdryer to do is have at least 3 heat settings and 3 airflow settings. But pretty much all you need your hairdryer to do is blow heat and at a very fast rate. On the days I want my natural hair to just be, I switch between middle and cold settings. As you can see, it has turned into a giant poofy mess after roughly drying. The hair is almost but not quite dry here, and this is important because your hair is malleable right now, but it won't be damp enough to suffer excessive breakage. Okay, now we start sectioning the hair for blow drying. I use a large round brush, pretty much the size of my palm, almost 2 inches in diameter. I also bought this years ago. It has a metallic base and that's all I want from it. I just want you to watch what I'm doing here. I'll explain what I'm doing in much detail in a minute. Now on the other side, I'm going to use this brush, which is almost a centimeter or a centimeter and a half in diameter, and it has relatively longer synthetic bristles, and I prefer the other one which has shorter bristles because it grips my hair a lot easier. But this one takes a lot longer, but it does give sleeker results. I have noticed that. So pick and choose. As you can see, with a round brush, you will get ends that are either curved outward or inward. That is entirely up to you, but you will get curved ends. If you do want straight ends, which I don't like, you can use a straightener after this. It's entirely up to you. Using a straightener won't take long because most of your hair would already be straight, but again, entirely up to you. The actual procedure is this. Section your hair. Place part of or an entire section on top of your brush. Pull your brush down while simultaneously twisting it inwards or outwards. That will determine your curl. Pulling your brush down will create tension, and twisting it at the same time will catch your hair in the bristles, creating even more tension. This is the grip that I'm talking about. These motions together will make the hair lay flat, while blasting hot air from your dryer over the hair will set the straightness in place. When you get to certain sections of your hair, placing your hair on top of the brush becomes difficult, depending on your dexterity, and you can do the exact same procedure by pulling it sideways. I'm going to once again section off another chunk of my hair and repeat the procedure. I've used the larger brush as it is much easier and a lot quicker. I find the smaller brush to be more useful towards the front of my face where the baby hairs are. I'm once again going to put a part of this section of my hair on top of the brush and pull the brush downwards while rolling it inwards. I prefer it inwards, it's easier on my wrist. And then I'm going to blast air on top of hot air, maximum airflow on top of my brush while pulling the brush downwards and also moving it inwards. You can see the various motions I'm doing with my brush, moving it sideways, moving it inwards, placing it on top of the hair, but the basic procedure remains the same. It's all about tension and grip. As you can see, with the larger brush, I can take larger sections of my hair and do this method on, but with the smaller brush, I have to take small, very, very light sections of my hair and then go slowly. That is a small brush, small radius, and it can only rotate so much and it can only hold on so much hair. So choose your tool. I'm going to speed up through the rest of this. You can see that I'm using the exact same method throughout, and if I do something different, I'll stop and tell you about it. Always run your fingers through your hair and touch your roots to make sure it's dry, especially towards the back and crown of your head, which is basically the topmost part of your head. When I get to the sides of my face, after blow drying the section, I like to integrate it into the larger sections of my hair. I do this by doing a couple of passes of it all together with my hairdryer and brown brush to give it a continuous look. Gonna get all that hair out of the way. I have let it cool, by the way, so it won't actually get any kinks while I do this. To the crown of my head and going forward, to get volume and movement, after drying the section, I like to roll the brush back towards the root like this and hold it for a while it cools off slightly. So the brush will cool down as well as the hair. So this is where the metallic base of the brush comes in handy. The brush will preserve heat and it will act like sort of a hot roller. So when you hold it here, it will cool down and your hair will cool down together, setting the volume in place. I tried doing something new by just rolling it all backwards and actually treating the brush as a hot roller by drying the hair and the brush together, and it seems to have given pretty good results, so you could try that towards the front and the top of your head and just see how it goes. Honestly, the metallic base of the brush really does make a difference. As I mentioned previously, the smaller round brush really comes in handy when you get to the front parts of your face, especially the frontmost bangs or fringe area. It helps to grip all of the hair all in one go, and it's more crucial towards the front of your face than towards the sides or the underneath parts. I'm going to quickly shake my hair out and then we're done. I finish all of this off with a serum. The detangler I used at the start of the video, and this are listed in the description below. The large brush I have no name brand for, and the smaller brush I bought from a neighboring hairdressing studio. You shouldn't have to buy the exact products I have to achieve these results. It's the technique that totally matters. And this is the final result. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it informative. I'll leave the product details in the description box below. Don't forget to leave a comment if you have a question or if you'd like to see something similar or vastly different. I'll see you next time. Bye!